there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and I just literally walked in the door after coming home from seeing Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I was finally fortunate enough to catch this. I didn't think I'd be able to, but luck won the day, and I was able to see this movie. And I'm going to start off this video by telling you something. Chances are, if you've seen the film, you're already well aware of. It was a phenomenal, amazing movie. I mean, I just loved it from beginning to end. And just to kind of keep it in a nutshell, I'm not going to get too overly in detail about the story and everything like that. I'm just going to kind of pinpoint a few things here and there that I really loved and dug about this movie. And let me preface this by saying spoilers aplenty. I'm going to be talking about some very key moments, twists and turns in the story that stuck out to me. So if you have not seen the film and you want to go in without, having things ruined for you, avoid this video, come back after you've seen it. But the thing I want to start with is Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier. Going in, a lot of us are comic book fans. At least I think a lot of the people who are going to be watching this video are comic book fans. And a lot of us knew the identity of the Winter Soldier going in. And what I absolutely loved about this movie was, while this was a sort of reveal for Steve Rogers in this film, of course, Captain America, that wasn't the sort of centrifugal, reveal. That wasn't the big hitch in the story that if you knew it going in, you were going to be completely upset with it. There were so many twists and turns and reveals. I mean, Nick Fury seemingly getting killed, out of the blue. He's driving frickin' home or wherever, and he gets smashed by cops. I'm like, what is he playing, real life GTA all of a sudden? These cop cars ramming his truck and everything. But no, he seemingly gets killed. I totally bought it hook, line, and sinker. I haven't read anything about this movie, and I was like, holy crap, they killed off Nick Fury. I mean, this is a weighty game we're playing now. And it just goes on and on and on. I mean, there's a point where Black Widow is seemingly killed, and of course she shakes it off. But I mean, there are just some great pitch perfect twists and turns. The momentum of the reveal, the step-by-step reveal that, hey, you know what? S.H.I.E.L.D. is completely compromised. Hydra has snuck in. Hail Hydra, everybody, because holy crap, the guy standing next to you you've been working for years, this guy could kill you in a split second. You'd never see it coming, And I absolutely loved Redford's appearance in this film. I had my suspicions about him, I gotta be honest, but I mean, he made me kind of sort of backpedal it a little bit. I was like, holy crap, okay, he was working with Fury, so yeah, okay, he's probably not a bad guy. But, following on the coattails of that, you have Cap get jumped by all of these thugs, these Hydra thugs and cronies in that elevator, and it's like, okay, well, I guess my backpedaling was too soon. Of course, we know Redford's character was totally, completely in the red and everything. Baron von Strucker being revealed toward the end, and of course, I believe that was Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I didn't immediately recognize what we're seeing them as in that, sort of end cap scene as per some of the images for Avengers 2 as yet. Stephen Strange getting a mention. It's like, hello, Marvel's planning ahead. Hell yes. And, what can I say about Falcon? Man, just freaking awesome. I'm like jumping off the roof here with this. I mean, I wanted to have Steve not have to be alone. I didn't, not that I didn't think he couldn't carry the movie on his own, but each of these characters, were integral to his besting Hydra and besting the malevolent plans in this movie and everything. The big warships being created, and it all going back to Hydra. Arnim Zola, holy crap. Arnim Zola, dude, the freaking algorithm itself. I mean, he is an algorithm. He's programming algorithms. He's going to make sure that world domination is completely affected, and just wow. I mean, and then of course, Winter Soldier himself, that whole aspect of looking back on, I love that we got to look back on Steve's past. I mean, we really, we couldn't really afford that in the Avengers, and we got that wholeheartedly in this film. Peggy being in this movie, being interviewed for that Smithsonian exhibit, and I noticed in the credits, Gary Sinise was the one narrating that. Holy crap. But, seeing Haley Atwell reprising her role, seeing her being visited by Cap as an old woman, and the Alzheimer's effect. I mean, they're having a very coherent conversation. It was heartbreaking. that, I mean, I was really heavily reminded of a couple of my grandparents who suffered that, and it was just that much more heartening and heartbreaking to see Cap. This was someone he fell for, he really fell in love with, and losing that not once, but twice, and a little thin sort of mini-me version of Chris Evans, once again, Steve Rogers from the 40s. And I forget which one was remembering that, actually, off the top of my head, whether it was, Bucky or Cap, but it was very integral to heartening the plight of this character. These characters, they were best friends. I mean, imagine your best friend just is dead. You've mourned the loss of him. You feel like the world is a worsened, darker place for his loss, for his not being in it. And then when you find out, boom, he's still around. He's an assassin. He's a cyberized super soldier assassin, brainwashed, doesn't even recognize you. And I love the displacement of Cap, the displacement of this character of honor and courage and sensibilities and morals and values, displaced from the world he knew. I felt like this was an overarching, heavy presence in the film, and that's what that was the hope I had going in. I had the highest hope was that we would get that aspect that, this is the modern world. This is the mechanized, the militaristic, the clamping down on terrorism mindset, where we're fearmongers a lot of the time. The government's fear-mongering us and everything. And the sensibilities of old come in and say, you know what, this is wrong. This is the wrong way to live. These are the wrong values to adhere to. It's a perversion of the basic common sense of compassion and equality and all those things. And it's just, oh, what a freaking hell of a movie. And I gotta seriously, knowing that Sebastian Stan, as I've read, has like a, 7-8 movie deal or something like that, I think there's a good chance we could see 1 or 2 Cap movies where it isn't Steve Rogers, if you know what I'm saying. And I actually kind of have my fingers crossed for that. I would not mind. He totally was a badass in this movie. And, yeah, hell of a watch is all I can say. You can hear the excitement I'm exuding right now. I mean, no overly analytical talking. I'm just really still reeling. I literally, as I say, walked in the door from coming home from seeing this movie. And I also loved Stan Lee's little cameo as the security guard again. I got to wonder, is he playing the same guard that we saw in the Ang Lee Hulk movie? I mean, sort of cross continuities here and everything, cross universes. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for me on this. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of Captain America, the Winter Soldier, if you've seen it. So otherwise, I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you later. Peace.